Hello guys and welcome to today's daily bias video. As always, before every single trade recap or market recap, I do a video talking about my bias, going into the bias, going to the two pairs that I trade, and what is my daily bias for the day, and what I'm looking for, and what is my exact entry point, and how will I anticipate off of the trades and everything. So stay tuned for this video, and before we head on to that, please scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's reach 200 subscribers by the end of May. Let's hit 200 legends. We're very close, bros. We're very close. Please hit that subscribe button below, because at the end, when I reach 200 subscribers, I will do a strategy video reveal. I will show you my exact strategy, how I anticipate off of it, so the beginner traders can understand me. All of this crap that I talk about, the liquidity sweep, all of those unknown shit. Basically, I think 60% that don't know anything about this confluences. So I'll be sharing my strategy with you guys when I hit 200 subscribers, so stay tuned with that. And with that being said, let's get started into today's video. So starting off with the daily time frame, as always, on GBP GPY. Alright, so going into the day, the bias is very clear. I'm going to give you an example. So we are in a bullish uptrend, bullish order flow on the daily. We just made the higher low, which is right here, and now the daily is being bullish, and the previous day is actually bullish, and now we should continue going higher to make the new higher high. That is as simple as that. That's how I see my trades, and that's how I see my daily bias. That's the first thing. Next, I'll be waiting to see the 4-hour bias as well. Let me see the 4-hour time frame, if it's actually aligning with the daily or not. And here, as you can see, we are also aligning with the daily. We are in a bullish trend on the 4-hour. What is the very clear target? She is those 4-hour highs, and also we have an unfilled fair value gap right here. Okay, so, and actually on agent session, we just continue going higher without doing any retracement. So what I will be looking for is a retracement back into some liquidity level, or some sort of confluences level, like order block or a discounted price zone with equilibrium or anything like that. So we head on to the 1-hour, and the 1-hour is also bullish. So we have daily bullish, the 4-hour is bullish, and now the hourly is bullish. So my daily bias for the day is actually bullish. Why would I anticipate any bearish trade when everything is aligned as bullish? I'm not going to. Once again, I'm telling you, I will not enter a trade against the trend ever again, because that's what caused me to go into a very long losing streak that fucking destroyed me. And I actually, when I backtest, I frequently started backtesting more and more every day. I'm backtesting somewhere from 50 trades to 60 every day. I started taking backtesting very seriously those days, and I actually started to understand why I went into the losing streak. And the more I backtest, and the more I study the market, and the more I get used into this shit, I start to understand how the market actually moves and where it's going to draw into. What is the next draw on liquidity that the market is going to target? And that is exactly what you're going to benefit from backtesting. So if you're listening to this shit, please bro, please start backtesting. Actually put in work. If you actually want to do this shit, actually put in work. There's no other way. Instead of only work, and you'll see the results regardless. So we have those agent session highs that got swept. got taken out, not got swept. And we also have those Asian session lows. And it looks like price is not going to head on to this draw on liquidity because we are in an uptrend and the volume is much stronger than the actual move. So if we anywhere want to rebalance into some sort of confluences, I'll be looking for price to rebalance into an equilibrium zone, which is this zone of equilibrium. Price maybe is going to reverse into it or rebalance into it, so we can take the opportunity. Hold on. And also we have this hourly fair value gap that is going to be created after a 30-minute. I'm not going to mark it now because the candle still did not close yet. And with that, let's go on to the 15-minute so we can see what is the price actually doing. So hold on. That's why you should go on to the lower time frames, because I was wrong now in the Asian session highs. The Asian session highs were already right here. So I'm sorry. We just took out the Asian session highs. Now on London session we are keeping going, doing nothing actually but a series of up candle, but no price action getting built. So I want price to reverse and maybe hit this 15-minute order block and rebalance into the 50-minute 50% extension of the overall move. And yeah, that's it, because I can't take short because we are bullish, and there's nothing except for those. And actually on 12 p.m. we have a lot of news, and we have the bank rate of the GBP pair. So that will be very volatile for GBP GPY and for all of the GBP pairs for the forex market. So I will be looking for that very carefully. I will wait for news definitely. There is nothing in the market, but the actual thing that I want to overall anticipate in is some move into some the discounted price zone, and then I will see, based on the price action that got built that will get built right there, I will see some sort of confluences or my setup, if it got created or not. If I see if there is a sweep of liquidity, like something like this, and then break of structure, and then I'll maybe target out those 4-hour highs, or if London session creates some new high right here, I will anticipate in that. But for now, there is nothing I can see, and you can see it by yourself. There is nothing, and the similar thing is happening to USD GPY. So let's start with the daily time frame. I'm going to go over all of this very quickly so you can't get bored. On the daily, we're also bearish in a bullish not bearish, we are in a bullish order flow. We just created the higher low, now we're going up and doing the higher high move. Scale down to the 4-hour. You can see we just took out those 4-hour highs, or actually those 1-hour highs, and those 4-hour highs will still head up to and actually we still have those 4-hour highs as well. So, and on Asian session we kept moving higher without doing any retracement. So the similar thing with USD GPY, I'm looking for retracement back into some discounted price zone, which is the move from that low to this high. Giving us this zone, we have a fair value gap. We have a little fair value gap on the hourly, and we have this 50-minute or 50% extension of that overall move of equilibrium. So I'll mark this in green, and also the same exact thing. Let's hop on to the 15-minute, and we have those Asian session highs, those Asian session lows. We just took out the Asian session highs, but I will not take a short off of this because we are in a bullish order flow, and I can't take a short against the trend, or I can't take a long against the trend. You can't never take a trade against the trend, or you'll get wrecked. Even if there is a liquidity sweep or a break of structure or any of your model, if you anticipate against the trend, you will get wrecked. Maybe you will get some lucky some days, but almost all of the time you will get wrecked. And I'm telling you, I have tested that shit for multiple fucking times, and I didn't know back then, but after starting back testing and studying more and journaling more, I've noticed that taking a trade against the trend is actually donating money to the market itself. So be aware of that, and do not do that anymore. So what I'm looking on USD GPY is actually, I want to see price retrace back into the discounted zone, maybe build some price action right here, and then on New York session we come down and we sweep out that low, and then maybe some continuation confluences to then target out those highs. And that is actually what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for anything else, because and still we have news at 12 p.m. also, or not. That would not. Oh, we have on USD pairs, we have on 1:30 p.m. employment claims. So we'll be aware of that. Also, that will be a high impact news on USD pairs. But I don't know. Today I feel like I'm going to trade New York session, because as you can see, London session is now almost 1.5 hours in, and there's no setup yet. But I'll wait regardless. I'll wait for a setup. If there's anything, I will anticipate in it. And well, yeah, that's it. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys up in the next video, whether I take a trade or not. And peace out. Stay safe, boys.